Welcome. I want to show you a quick thing here, which is an alternative for the edges here on the Willow scarf. And this is something that it's called icord. And you can do that on the edges for many designs that you like. And I want to show you how it's done. But I want to also explain on the Willow scarf the difference between the two. The classic pattern that I have written is simply showing some smooth edges, which is made by simply you knit the 3, then you slip the last 3, and then you're gonna knit the 3. If you look closer, it's very pretty, but it's not like 100% symmetrical. So if you turn around, those two are gonna be identical, but it's not symmetrical on the two sides here. So an alternative to that, which is a little bit more, I wouldn't say complicated, but you need to pay more attention and there are more moves involved, is to do the icord that you can see here, which looks more symmetrical on the two sides and here. So the two edges are more symmetrical and it's more kind of reversible. This one is reversible, so you're gonna have like, here the right side, which is going to look very similar to the right side here, but they are not identical here. So I'm gonna show you here how it's done for the icord. You have the demonstration in the video of how to do the smooth edges, which is, I would say, good enough, but if you want to elevate and be a little bit more precise, you can do the icord. So the icord, you're gonna do always the same first moves for the first 3 stitches and some other moves like the opposite moves on the last 3. So I'm gonna show you here. I have a little sample that I have started and you can already see here the icord on both sides and it's how it's done. So the first 3 stitches are going to be knit 1, yarn in front, slip purlwise, and knit 3. This is what we're going to do. One thing that I like is to actually knit the first stitch from the back loop because I feel it's a little tighter and a little bit more defined on the first stitches and on the edge. It's totally optional. You can just knit from the front loop here. I just like to knit from the back loop always this first stitch. So I'm gonna show it to you here. So I knit the first from the back loop. I'm gonna put the yarn in front as if to purl, and I'm gonna slip the stitch purlwise. I'm gonna move the stitch here. Then I put the yarn in the back because I'm going to knit the 3rd stitch. Okay, I'll show you again on the next row. Then the pattern here called to knit, which is going to be pretty much the same if you do the willow scarf because I'm doing a garter stitch, which is what you do on the willow scarf. I knit, and the last 3, I said you're going to do pretty much the opposite of what you did on the first 3, which is yarn in front, slip 1 purlwise, yarn in the back, knit 1, yarn in front, slip purlwise, and you turn your work around. And we are going to repeat exactly the same sequence here on the stitches. So the first 3, we said you knit, in my case from the back loop, yarn in front. So be careful when you do yarn in front, make sure you really do it like in between the needle as if to purl, so you don't do a yarn over and you don't add, by mistake another stitch. So yarn in front, you slip the stitch, yarn in the back to knit, knit, follow the pattern, which is knit, knit, knit. In this case, last 3, yarn in front as if to purl, slip the stitch, don't purl it, you just slip purlwise, yarn in the back, knit yarn in front, slip purlwise. And that's it. And this is how you make this icord edges, which looks very defined and pretty, and something that I like maybe even more than the smooth edges in this case. I just thought, like, as we begin, the smooth edges are good enough for the willow scarf, but if you want to, you know, get to the next level, this is an option to do the icord here that you can have. That's it for today. This is about the icord. Let me know if you have any comments. You may find some other videos doing the icord a little bit differently. Don't worry about that. You can just, you know, adopt the method that you like. This is like one of them. Hope you enjoy. Happy knitting, and I can't wait to see the pictures of your project. Thank you so much. Happy knitting.